I'm on a Marine base and waiting for John, so I thought I'd make some French toast for breakfast, and I thought I'd show you how to do it in your Instant Pot, and it's a great breakfast item on the road. So here are the ingredients we need. So this is the 3-quart Instant Pot, and this is the insert pan that I use to go in it. You can see it's a pretty tight fit, but it works really well, and that will go in there. And then the ingredients you need are, start out with a French baguette and 4 eggs, an apple, some brown sugar and cinnamon, some maple syrup, some half and half or milk, whichever you prefer. And let's get started. Okay, the first part is somewhat messy because you're cutting up the bread, so there'll be lots of crumbs. What I usually do is, I can't use the whole baguette, so I'll cut off the tip of it. We've already eaten that. I like it first, and then cut two. And then I'll cube it. And then I'll put all of the pieces of bread into a Ziploc bag or some kind of bag. Okay, the next thing is to get the liquid together. And according to America's Test Kitchen, the best way to break an egg is actually on a flat surface, not on the edge of a bowl or something. Oops. And I actually think they're right. You don't get as many edges of the shell. Okay, now I'll add some cinnamon. Just kind of eyeball it, maybe a teaspoon or so, whatever your preference. I'm going to use a little bit of half and half and milk. Uh-oh. And you kind of have to eyeball, it's probably, I don't know, between a 1/4 cup and a 1/2 cup. This bread does seem to absorb a lot of moisture, so it just depends on how much bread you have will determine how much you need. Now, since there's not enough room in this vehicle for large bowls, that's why I use the bag. And pour the liquid over the bread. I might have to add more milk, but I'll just kind of let it sit and absorb as much moisture as it can. I can tell already that I'm going to have to add more moisture. So put in a little bit more milk. This was a really large baguette. I always try to find the smallest one I can, but not always possible. So I'll let that sit for a while. And I also forgot an ingredient, which is cream cheese, although you don't have to use it. Got a little while. Okay, I'm going to clean up my mess. One tip I would give you is that if you are going on a trip, go ahead and pre-chop the bread and leave it in the bag ready to go for when you need it. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the apple. And these are Envy apples. They are my favorite apple. Don't you wish we didn't have to deal with these little labels, though? Every time I cut an apple up, I always think of my mother, because we often learn these kinds of techniques from our moms, although she was better at it. Now I won't use the entire apple. I'll probably use maybe half to 3/4 because our pan is so small. But I will happily eat the last bit. Okay, so there's the apple. I'm actually going to add the apples in with the bread. And then, now I already know that this is not going to all fit in there. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it will. Oh, good. Okay, mush that down. Now I'll take some brown sugar. And I just eyeball it, you know, maybe a 1/4 cup, maybe less, depending on how sweet you like it. I'll dot it with cream cheese. Cream cheese doesn't really melt and work itself into the mixture, but when it comes out of the Instant Pot, then I will kind of mush it down with a spoon or something. But you get a little bit of that flavor, so it's not essential. Okay, and the last thing is some maple syrup. Just kind of drizzle that around, and then when it comes out and people are eating it, they can add more if they like it sweeter. Okay, lid going on. Oh, there's one more thing you got to do. You have to make yourself an aluminum foil sling. So pull out a long enough piece to go around your pot. Add about 3/4 cup of water to the bottom of your pan. Of course, put the trivet in. Put the pot inside the sling. Fold it over. Put on the lid. Put it in sealing mode. So put it in sealing mode and set it for 25 minutes. Let's see here. Make sure it's on high. And there you go. Show you what it looks like when it comes out. While I'm waiting for the food to be ready, I thought I'd show you the view out the back window. We're parked at Pickle Meadow Marine Station. It's a training station for people, for military, from all over the world actually. And this is the view. That's the Walker River down below. And we're in the Sierra Nevada mountains. It's really a beautiful setting. Okay, the pot has just beeped, and so I'm going to carefully reach over here and release the pressure. Okay, the knob is down, so I can go ahead and take off the lid. Okay, now I'm going to remove the dish from the pot. using the handles. Wipe the moisture off. Voila. And this is where I will push it down. I'm going to say this batch has probably got a little too much moisture in it. So I added a little too much milk. Let's see how it tastes though. Very good, but I would definitely use a little bit less milk next time. Okay, so the only thing this needs now is some whipped cream. Since we can't carry ice cream in the car, in the refrigerator. No freezer. Thought I'd add one more comment about this dish, and that is that it's really good cold, and so don't be afraid to make extra and keep it in the refrigerator for dessert or for a last-minute breakfast. Thanks for watching.